Yay. I'm going to try and sit outside today. We'll see how that goes. It's just such a beautiful day. I didn't want to be inside.
Looks beautiful.
It is. It's just a really bright day. And I don't have farm work today, so it's just like, So I've got a lot of light and shadow on me.
A good restful day.
I think we're
Well, I
good.
have the Leo full moon behind me, but it's not really night.
Well, I think that we should just move forward. There's 6 of us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us here, and we all know what we do when we come here. So I think that we should just breathe for a while. And let's see, it's 11:04 now. So maybe just to sit and breathe into their heart center together until about, there's Eric. I don't know, 11:20, like 15 minutes. Does that feel good to you? If for some reason it gets weird here at the farm or there's work someone decided to do that I didn't know about, I may, stop my own video for a minute and then move and go inside. But we'll just assume I can be outside the whole time. So yeah, let's just settle in.
I'm sure that's better than my dogs barking in the background anyway.
Well, we could get that here too. I just, it's silly, I guess.
Well, Daisy's quieter. She's a good girl.
So I don't know if you can see in the shadow. I'm in the bunny yard.
There she is.
There's Daisy. She's eating bunny food just because that's so charming.
There she is.
And we got baby bunnies named Blue and Berry. So I'm in the, we made a little breakfast with the bunnies area, and so that's where I am. It's in the bunny area. Yeah, so let's just settle into our heart breath, and I'm not going to talk a lot of words into it because one of the things I'm going to talk some words into is I've been getting this message over and over again about the word, right? The word, the word, the word. And, in the beginning there was the word, and Ptah speaks the word and it comes into existence. And there's a lot of creator kind of energy that comes through the word. But I've been feeling like truth doesn't lie in the word because any word can be a lie. And the truth lies in the action. It lies in the doing and how we, as a people, as a humanity, act together says far more than what we say to each other or what we choose to tell about our experiences, which is all important. No discounting all of that, but it's almost like if Ptah is the creator God who speaks the word, he can't speak the word of truth without the power behind him, without Sekhmet standing there holding him, right? And then if those two aren't combined in a truthful way, again with Ma'at's feather waving around it all, then the Nefertem can't come to be, which is the enlightened one, the lotus, the blooming, fragrant flower. Anyway, so I've been pondering that a lot. So let's just, whatever you've been pondering this week, whatever you've been holding, let's just breathe until about 20 minutes after. And then whoever is feeling the prayer bubbling up, we'll just open up that space. Maybe I'll make a little ding to let us know we're there, and then we go from there. Yay. So enough of my words, now action of breath. Ding. 11:20, 11:21. Now we just continue to breathe into our space together until prayer or offering bubbles up. And I'm going to stay muted and allow us to just self-organize like it. And so just open your mic or type in the chat box whenever you're ready. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay. Last Thursday, my mom passed, and I'm grateful and very lucky that it was not due to COVID. And I was inspired to write this in honor of her. I won't go into details, but a lot of family issues, so I cannot be there. I will attend only for a few moments. But this poem came to me and I wanted to share it. And it occurred to me that although I wrote it for, in honor of her and her passing, I think that would be something that could be used and to the hearts of everyone who has lost anyone, whether it's from COVID or during this time where we cannot have normal funeral services. And so I hope everyone will bear with me for a moment. I got to cheat a little bit because I can't see my own writing here. All right. The title is Where Would They Carry Me? A Mother Asks. Where shall I desire to allow them to carry me upon my home going? Aha, brilliant dew-moistened summer morning, sky blue smiling with faintly ironical glee, sleepily indifferent, all radiant with fresh color, darker sky blue, lighter sky blue, purple sky whispering of solemn loss. Across darkened sky wanders a pearl gray moon, lighting the way for night's dream journeying. Some sadly smiling, others sleepily detached, all rendered ashen upon the homecoming. Song of angels and voices heard just before the rising of the orb of fire, slightly gold. Cheeks streaking from tears of loss in wonder for where they shall next carry me. Wear I a garment of gossamer threads woven sunshine. Sorrowful night has birthed another summer yellow moon. From nowhere an angelic choir silences dreams that go scampering darkly away. Gnarled aged hands clasped by starlight fingers, and whispering comes heard or imagined. One cannot decide as oldest fears tear asunder. Too soon, a thought only for an instant, before the remembering of the way returns. Fierce crimson blaze dashes across the black horizon, and so early before the sun's fiery orb rises, slightly gold. The path paved with gold and pure light of love encircles those which shall now carry me, adding a scarf of flowers just for this day, wandering, grimacing with new moon madness below bird wings. Autumn hints of a cool breeze threatens the flapping of green, yellow, red, orange, crisp brown leaf carpets, spread beneath sudden steel gray clouds. Morning wanders in moon gray green envy, earth mourning, summer from violet peaks afar. Oh, now detached from where the wanderers go, under silver clouds with such ironical faces, overturned rainbows sleepily stretching in indifference. That rainbow stretching through silver skies as they go, carrying me over the sky bright bridge. The where only faith describes in vaguest detail, rain-soaked garments of linen and dusky black, and bowed necktie skies grimly watch as I homeward go. And the wandering moon shadows glow, blending to silver and then gray, blending into darkness, nary seen. Wanderers faintly ironical smiling, with lips bowed fire red opalescence that speak mysteries from dew-kissed mouths, painted with orange and pink gloss, shining wetness, speaking mythic tales of their journeying, and of where they shall all be carried upon their passing. Thank you. And that goes out to all those who have crossed in this difficult time. Thank you.
I'll talk. I'm like you, Zahra. It's harvest time. And for me, the harvest is not one crop, it's all these things from the garden, and they all come at once. The beans and 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 the zucchini and the zucchini and the zucchini, zucchini and the cucumbers and the cucumbers and the cucumbers and the cucumbers. So it is the gift, the great gifts of Mother Earth and the bounty of the land. And the tendency right now is to say, oh, too much, stop already. But all the lessons to be learned from that about harvest and putting by and caring for and keeping for the future and working in comradeship, in community, in cooperation with the land, for the benefit of ourselves and those next to us, the friends and the neighbors with whom we share our bounty, our family, our loved ones, and all the ripples out from that. So in the setting of all that busyness, I also want to stop to be grateful for the bounty and all the lessons, all the gifts of nature. And here is some words that are attributed to the Ute Indians of North America. Earth, teach me. Earth, teach me stillness as the grasses are stilled with light. Earth, teach me suffering as old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me caring as parents who secure their young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree which stands all alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant which crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle which soars in the sky. Earth, teach me resignation as the leaves which die in the fall. Earth, teach me regeneration as the seed which rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain.
Hi, this is Eric from just south of Portland. And hmm, gracious, loving God, I give thanks for this time together with people coming to understand you and to be instruments of your peace and your power in the world. Thank you for all the blessings that we all enjoy. I also ask that you give me and all of those who need it strength right now and clarity. Many of us are tired, even dejected with the weight of the difficulties of this pandemic, with the environmental news, the political news, and so much more. Please imbue us with your clarity, your energy, uplift us, carry us forward in the way you would have us go. Brace us up with your love, your energy, your intelligence, and your clarity so that we may know the best way to move forward in confidence and in the way you would have us move. Keep us close, O Lord. Help us find the way, even as it's a gorgeous summer day. Help us remember that there is light, and that you are the light and the way. Bring all of the positivity you can to bear in our lives as it is your will. Amen.
Yes, Barbara. Barbara's asking if we can all send some healing energy towards her friend Bob, who lives in Fort Collins. Why don't we take just some really deep heart breaths and focus that heart love energy to surround him where he is. Filling his space with light and possibility and healing. May his highest good be served by the hands of the doctors and the caretakers and the friends and the family, for him and all those who are out there dealing with medical crises. Oh, Creator, I thank you for this beautiful day, the sun shining bright, and blueberry bushes still blueberrying, and the bunnies bunnying, the plants growing, the abundance of the harvest, the bees busily doing their work. And I ask for you, Creator, to help us humans to remember how it is to be more simple. Not simple in mind or heart, but simple in action, simple in deed, simple in choice, so that we realize we don't need so much, that we can lessen our desires, lessen our needs. And maybe what this whole time is about is learning how to simplify, to slow down, to assess what is real and what isn't, to strip away all that no longer serves. So Creator, I pray that we can do that, that we as a whole, as a humanity, regardless of the continent on which we live, the country with which we live, the city or street, that we can remember how to simplify, because it seems so simple when I watch the birds and the bees and the bunnies and the sun and the blueberry bushes. And then I think about all the complex human struggles. And they're all in our head. We're making them, we're creating them out of our being. And maybe we don't need to. Maybe we can just remember simpler than that. There's a plane flying over, of course, right now. And so, Creator, help us remember ourselves, help us remember each other, help us remember important boundaries, but also to dissolve boundaries that aren't needed. Both are true. And so it is. I ask for your help in this, Creator. For me and anyone who sees the truth in simplifying and focusing more on less. So, deep gratitude to each of you and to all that holds us in this web of life. For those who don't see the chat, there's some chat going on, and I'll just read it out, unless those of you who wrote it want to open your mics and read it, because I think we have a call-in user today who can't see the chat box. So Anita said earlier, just a word or two, blessings spoken or whispered from each heart on this call, and the threads reaching outward, heart by willing ear. Even the unwilling ears can learn to respect the abundance gifted us by spirit and our beautiful planet too. Thank you, Anita. Blessings from Anita to Barb. Lighting a candle. Perhaps we can all light a candle if we're so called, for Bob and anyone else who is struggling right now with cancer or other illness. And Anita wrote, let cancer not take another dear one from this world. Let please that COVID release its grip, nor shall it continue as if any ally of cancer. My prayer is that Bob shall be victorious in his fight from cancer, that he beats it to the mat as I have done twice. Yay, Anita. And so I lend him the strength that I can from my experience, that he will mount and ride free of the illness in the chariot of Sekhmet, powerful healing Netter and her cobra steeds that pull her through the mystical worlds. And Barbara writes, here in Portland, at the epicenter of protest against institutionalized racism and the state brutality, may divine energy stand with those on both sides of the conflict. May they be shown the values they share and find a path towards beloved community. Indeed, not just in Portland, but all over here in Eugene, in other states, in other countries. Time for us to wake up and change the way we're doing it. It begins with me, begins with you. Here we are together. We have just a few more minutes before our time is done today. Does anyone else have anything else to share or add into this call? And we can just breathe together until the end as well. Thank you, Deanna, for showing up steadily and offering your prayers as well. Peter says, I'm so grateful just to be in this calming, prayerful energy. So many things need attention. My heart aches for all. Indeed. Slowing down, taking a moment to slow down, like today, helps us all heal. Helps us all calm. So I'm going to show you. Let's see here. So up there are, I don't know if you can see it, but those are blueberry fields. They're netted right now to keep out the birds. And those blueberries are a big blessing, and I am so ready for the harvest to be complete. So ready after, 20,000 pounds of a crop. It's a lot. I'm going to unmute us all so we can all be in this space together. And, oops.
How soon will the harvest be over, Indigo?
I'm hoping at the end of this next week.
Wow.
Yeah, this next week is
Congratulations.
a freezer pick where we go out and pick all the remaining viable berries and freeze them for the rest of the year. So, yeah.
Brava. Good for you all.
Yes.
Nicely done.
And to all of us who grew whatever we grew in whatever way we grew it. So, yay for the earth.
You're beautiful.
Thank you for sharing your
funny
farm.
when I was seeing the the nets over the blueberries.
Uh-huh.
And just about that time, I heard a bird outside. And all I could imagine was that bird is probably passing the word around how mean and cruel they can't get to the blueberry patch.
It's a thing. It is. It is. But if we had the birds, they would decimate, and the starlings would come in and
Oh, they would, yeah, they would have very full tummies.
I keep arguing with my land mates here that I would like to get rid of the plastic and just deal with it, right? And let nature have its share. But I haven't
You
been
wouldn't be, you, it wouldn't work very well for
Well,
harvest.
the plastic netting is no good. So then there's what's more important, our harvest or the plastic? But that's
Yeah,
not that prayers to plastic wherever it goes. We all use.
right.
Well,
Right.
everyone, thank you for gathering again on this beautiful Sunday, wherever you are.
Thank
And
you.
we'll be back.
Thank you.
And I think if we keep it on Sunday, if it works for everybody, we can always move back to
It
that
seems to.
time. But if this works, we can just keep this going. And I thought that this would go for
Okay.
weeks. And now we're 20 minutes into this global prayer circle. So we'll just keep going until I
Well,
show
if we
up
had
one day and I'm lit.
listened to certain people and if we had listened to certain people in power, we would not be still worrying about it.
I know.
But
But
so it shall
more
continue.
than COVID.
The prayer
than that,
circle. Yep, absolutely.
that's what we created to be. Well, may you all have a beautiful week,
You too.
whatever it looks like, and
Thank
whatever
you.
you're choosing to.
Thank you, everybody.
This is Petra in Lakeland. Thank you for sharing your farm with us, and your bunny is adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I named him Blue and Berry. I know it's kind of silly.
No,
Need
it's
more
adorable.
silliness right now.
You give Blue and
Right, but
you
it's
give Blue and Barry a snuggle for us.
So this is how you spell their names. I just typed in Blue, B-O-O, and Berry, B-E-A or B-R-Y.
There you go.
So, Blueberry.
That's good. That's cute.
I don't know about
Well,
any of you, if you've ever held a bunny before, a calm, like foldable bunny, because freaking out bunnies are one of the most vicious weapons on the planet. But calm, gentle bunnies are like antidepressants. They immediately make you go, oh.
Yes.
So if you're ever stressed out, find a calm bunny and it will just
Find
lower that
bunnies.
stress by lots of degrees.
My mother raised rabbits, so she had 20 to 50 at any time. So yeah, lots of bunnies. I get bunnies all the
All the
time.
bunnies, yeah. And yeah, they can be vicious, but not when they've been raised right. Anyway, well, enjoy your Sunday, whatever's left of it, wherever you are, and I'll see you all next week.
bye for now.
Everyone, bye. Have a great week.
Much love.
Bye.
You.